Hey, good evening. Happy 420. No, not that. 420 days for carnivore for me. That's what today is. Today's my 420th day. It's also day 16 of my beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge that I'm on. And today was actually one of the hardest days I've had at all. I was, for whatever reason, I was really hungry today. And I'm normally not like that. I had some homemade jerky with me at work today, and I ate that. I normally don't. And that didn't help at all. And this was at like 9 o'clock in the morning. It was early in the morning for me. Now I do get to work at 5 in the morning, but 9 o'clock in the morning, I was hungry. I have a carnivore bar that I have in the freezer. I ended up having to eat my carnivore bar because I was that hungry today. Thank God I had that dang thing because the carnivore bars, they're expensive, but they work. It's just basically beef tallow and ground beef that's inside of it. It's 400 calories. It's an 80-20 for the macros for calories from fat to calories from protein. It's got a nice, even taste to it. It took me a while. The first time I tried the carnivore bar, I wasn't really keen on it. So it didn't set well with me. I had the box. I just let them sit for, it was probably 6 months later before I tried it again and discovered that I actually really like them. They're really good bars. They just recently came out with I guess they do this every year. I only know about the carnivore bars for about a year, and I didn't really pay attention to them last year at this time. But they've got the apple pie out. Now, I looked at it. For me, the carbs are way too much. 15 grams of carbs, I believe, is what I had in there. And that's not something that I would eat, but if it's something that works on your meal plan, right now they're limited time. I do have a link in my description here that you can save some money on that if you want to give it a shot. But carnivore bar is actually a pretty dang good thing to have hanging around for days like today where I just, for whatever reason, I didn't feel satisfied all morning until after I had some beef jerky and I ate that carnivore bar, and I was good after that. And I got home tonight and my wife was already cooking bacon. She'd already had one pack done, and before the second pack was even out of the oven, we'd ate the first one. Yeah, it's not funny, but it is because I cooked my son and his girlfriend, I cooked their steaks for them tonight. So I cooked them in the air fryer to a certain temperature, and then I seared them on a cast iron skillet. My God, did they look good. And they ate them all pretty quick. And then it was after I finished cooking their meal that I put my food in the oven. And I made my 6 burgers that I had. And of course, I had about a half pound of bacon while I was cooking it. And then, yeah. But man, do I feel good now. It's really, really nice to be able to eat a high-fat burger and be satisfied. It's really good. And that's part of what the beef, butter, bacon, egg challenge is getting the proper amount of fat. The 80-20 ground beef, the 75-25 or 73-27 or whatever the heck, they come out at. They're about perfect on that. Eggs and with a little bit of butter is, perfect. Bacon is a perfect thing. It works for your body the proper way. It really satisfies you to the point where, you eat a pound and a half of ground beef. For me, for 6 burgers, that was $6. The bacon was on sale. That's a 12-ounce pack, so I didn't need a pound. 12 ounces was $3. So I ate $9 worth of food tonight. I'm not counting the carnivore bar. I didn't buy that today. I bought that a while ago. But yeah, it's affordable. I don't know what happened and why I was so hungry today. I had a big New York strip yesterday, and on top of that, I had, 3 more ground beef patties. I shouldn't have been hungry today, but it was nice to be able to eat a couple packs of jerkies, like 4 ounces of jerkies. I brought 2 packs of jerky with me to work. There's just over 2 ounces in each pack. So 4 ounces of jerky, and then the carnivore bar. That's 6 quarter-pound ground beef patties and probably 12 ounces of bacon. So, yeah. It's what my body wanted today. I'm full. I'm satisfied. Damn near ready for bed is what I am. It's been a fun day. So again, hey, 420 days on the carnivore diet. It's 420 for me. I know for a lot of people out there that means something different. For me, it's my days on carnivore. Oh, I posted that. It's actually a post on my channel. If you look at the headings up there on the right side, you'll see posts, and I got the 420 with the tracker on that for me, showing that today is my 420th day. So if you started carnivore on August 22nd, 2024, you are at 420 days today. So just a little fun fact. That's about all I want to put out there. It's been one of those days, staying on track, keeping things going. It is what it is. Today's the hardest day for whatever reason. But I still stayed carnivore. I still stayed strong. But it was a hard day. I'm glad I had something that I could fall back onto. I had my homemade beef jerky. That usually does. I've had this carnivore bar in the freezer at my work for over a month. And it was there for daylight today, where 10 o'clock in the morning after my meeting I was in, I had to eat something. There's no school for my grandkids today here. I called my wife. I woke her up. Now, we had one of our granddaughters spending the night. So my wife and my granddaughter were knocked out. I know they stayed up late last night because there's no school. So I was going to have her make me ground beef and bring it to my work. But when I woke her up, I just want to see how you're doing, and I'll let you go back to sleep, and you guys can, snuggle and keep warm. That's when I decided, well, hey, I've got the carnivore bar. I'm going to have that. We'll see what that does. And if I need to, then I can call her, at lunchtime or 1 o'clock or whatever, and I can have her bring me something. But I didn't need to. But it was a rough day today. One of the roughest days I've had, probably the roughest day I've had, just for wanting to eat something. Now, I did have to go from where I work to another facility that's within the same company right after I made my carnivore bar, and the thought was there to stop at the gas station and buy some jerky, buy a bag of pork rinds, And I just said, you know what? No, I I know it takes a few minutes, 10, 15 minutes before your body signals that you're good. That's a signal my body has a hard time finding and dealing with. So I just know, you know what, I'll wait. And again, if I needed something at like 1 o'clock, I could always call my wife and she could bring it up. But I didn't need it. Um, 4 ounces of beef jerky and the carnivore bar, 10:30 in the morning, kept me satisfied until I got home and I started cooking my son's dinner at whatever 5:45 or whatever time it was, and I could snack on bacon while I was cooking that. So it wasn't really a snacking on bacon. That was just my pre-meal because it was my meal time. So day 16 was a hard day for beef butter bacon egg challenge. It was one of the hardest days, if not the hardest day, for my 420 days being on carnivore. But I made it. So if I can do it, I know you guys can, because I'm a weak guy most of the time. It's just really hard to. Okay, not a weak person. I'm a very strong person who has weak tendencies that used to involve food. Cutting out the carbohydrates and cutting out all the sugars has really dulled the food noise so that it doesn't bother me as nearly as much as it used to. I didn't have food noise today. I was just hungry today. So, it's one of the things I do like to say is, eat meat and be happy. I'm going to have my daughter make me a t-shirt. Oh, what the heck did I do with it? Okay, so I made something today. Let me know what you think of this here. I'm actually going to have my daughter make me a t-shirt. Eat meat, be happy. What else can you say about that? That's what carnivore does for a person. You eat meat, it's going to make you happy because your body's going to be regulated the way it should be. And who's not happy when they're eating a steak? I am. So plan on having that shirt made for myself. Or my daughter's got all that stuff. She can make all that kind of stuff. I can't. But one of these days here soon, you're going to see me wearing a shirt that says "Eat meat, be happy," and it's going to be a size large, not a 3XL, not a 2XL, not a 1XL, but a large, and it's going to fit me nice, just like this large I'm wearing now. So, well, that's about all I have for tonight. Y'all have a great night. Go have a steak. Be happy.